Isekai manga. A lot of times it's just a character that, dies in their world, gets reborn into a fantasy world, and they're just overpowered from the jump. Or they have something special about them that makes them overpowered in the new world. But what if there was an Isekai manga that had, the old school Shonen Jump feel to it, Let's talk about it. Come on, let's go. What is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSin, aka the Hokage of the village. Hidden in that loud, feel me? And like I was saying though, what if there was an Isekai manga that, that approached things differently, like an old school shonen manga, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently, Isekai meets old school shonen is exciting new series. Imagine an Isekai series where the hero shares similarities to shonen protagonists like Naruto. That's the manga, The Magician Who Rose from Failure. So yeah. And like you already saw it, they were comparing it to Naruto, so it means, they have no talent, they have no just straight up talent, they're no Sasuke, they're no just straight up overpowered for no reason. They gotta work for their shit. So let's get into this article. The Magician Who Rose from Failure might be yet another Isekai reincarnation manga, but it's structured like an old school Shonen Jump series following a protagonist who must work extra hard to be on the same level as everyone else. Some might compare this unconventional reincarnation manga to a similar isekai trope where the weak hero grinds against a vast number of weak monsters to get exponentially stronger. But its ties to big name shonen series like Naruto are much more prominent. This should be good. I wonder if this is gonna get an anime adaptation. I wouldn't mind watching it. I probably should actually go and actually read it. But anyway, article continues. Written by Hitsuji Gamie. Oh man, I butchered that, sorry. With artwork from Saika Fushimi. The Magician Who Rose from Failure initially creates the very convincing impression that Arcus Wraitheft that's a badass name. Wraitheft? Arcus Wraitheft is the typical isekai protagonist who will end up wielding incredible magic that everyone overlooks. Okay. However, Arcus isn't that type of hero. Instead, he is forced to study hard for 2 years before he can actually get anywhere. And finally, he proves himself at the end of chapter 4. I wonder how many chapters does it have? Forgot. Anyway, while sharing the best qualities with the most successful old school shonen, The Magician Who Rose from Failure still employs the most celebrated aspects of isekai. Incidentally, a trope that Am I Actually the Strongest also uses. Arcus is the heir of a venerable house of sorcerers with high magical power. But after being born with a low magic level, he is immediately disinherited. The boy is tormented both mentally and physically by his father, but unlike Am I Actually the Strongest, protagonist Haruto, who actually possesses incredible powers that humanity just can't comprehend, Arcus is legitimately weak. And I've seen the anime Am I Actually the Strongest? I'm pretty sure that's the one where like the kid is like very good at barrier magic, and they try to grade his magic level, but the little tool that they use to grade magic levels can only see can only see 2 digits. And so when he tries to when he tests his magic level, it only shows up as like 10 or something when it's supposed to be like 100,000 or something like that. But yeah, so I get that. And this guy, instead of this guy just being misunderstood, he's actually weak. So he has to actually work hard to get to where he needs to be. I see it. This could be very good. The article continues. This is very similar to big name shonen like Naruto for obvious reasons. But the magician who rose from failure is still an isekai and luckily allows Arcus's past life and memories to influence the events in this new world. For example, the horrendous domestic abuse that Arcus is unfortunately subjected to is actually much worse than it already is, since he experienced what a healthy family dynamic is like in his previous life. In fact, Arcus initially tries to cope with his current conditions by remembering how he was bullied in his previous life and still persisted. But it's when he recalls his loving parents that he breaks down even more. You know, that's gotta be rough. Like to go from this loving family and everything, and of course, yeah, you went through some bullshit at school, so you try to use that to cope with a family who is the bully, but damn, you can't help but remember how loving your family, your past family was, and then you break down. That's sadness, bro. Oof, that's a tearjerker. That's gonna make my feels feel all feely. You feel me? Huh. All right, the article continues. For those who care more about fighting systems than family drama, the final scene of chapter 4 also greatly implies that Ark's magical prowess is augmented by his knowledge of his former life in an intriguing way. Since there are so many isekai series that seem to borrow so much from one another, hopefully more series will follow the unexpected precedent set by the magician who rose from failure. Even if it does pander to formulaic shonen tropes, the fact that an isekai is doing this rather than another shonen action series, however, makes this cliche feel shockingly fresh. The magician who rose from failure was recently picked up by the English publisher J Novel Club for an official overseas release. Preview the first 2 volumes of the isekai series, The Magician Who Rose from Failure, officially on J Novel Club. Huh. Okay, but I don't know if it's gonna get like the recognition it deserves until it gets like an anime adaptation. Like I don't think other writers, other manga artists, other creators are going to try to follow the same formula that this magician who rose from failure is using, unless it's as successful as getting like its own anime series, or anime adaptation. So I don't know. Like I would like to see an anime adaptation of it. It sounds like it's gonna be good, but I also should probably just read it. But I'm my excuse is that I'm just busy a lot of times. So yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy the article. The article was by Stephen Blackburn on screenrant.com. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but so thank you, Stephen, for your work. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this manga. Have you started reading it already? Do you know about it? Have you are you interested in it now? Do you plan on starting to read it? Because it seems, seems interesting. But yeah, that's all I got for this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And don't forget to do those 3 things that I like to ask you to do. And like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. And you know what it is after that, in case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace, and much love to you.